The mission of the Sentinels of Freedom Scholarship Foundation is to assist severely wounded post-9/11 veterans in their efforts to transition back into civilian life. Take a look.
The Sentinels of Freedom have been dedicated to serving wounded men and women of all military services for over a decade. They provide 4-year scholarships that cover housing, educational needs, and transportation for veterans returning from service.
There was no plan for a local community to stand up and support these individuals who had gone to war to serve us. So we had to develop something to pay them back, to help them down the road to success.
Conklin personally meets with each veteran that's being considered for a Sentinel scholarship. And with Army veteran H.T. Tran, Conklin saw something special.
What I found sitting across the table from me was a very angry young soldier. But I saw potential. What I told him, I believe you can be a success. If you will get into anger management classes at Walter Reed for the next year, we're going to continue to talk. He did exactly what we asked.
Unlike many of the veterans the Sentinels of Freedom helps, Tran already had a college degree, and he wanted to go into business for himself.
He's an entrepreneur, and he said, I want to start my own company.
Tran now runs a successful construction company in San Francisco.
I don't think there's any amount of money for the opportunities that I have had that the Sentinel of Freedom has provided me, I can pay back.
For sailor Manny Del Rio, an opportunity for a 4-year scholarship was too good to be true. Del Rio lost his right leg on deployment aboard the carrier USS Kitty Hawk while in the Pacific.
At first it sounded a little bit too good to be true, but I trusted in them.
Del Rio left his Texas hospital and moved to focus on life in San Ramon, and soon found a job with the police department. He now has his BA in criminal justice and is looking forward to a career in crime scene investigations.
I never pictured this opportunity. I've done and I've accomplished so much in my life that without their guidance and their support, I think I'd either be halfway where I'm at now or not even close enough to where I'm at now.
Noah Bailey joined the Army after high school. In December 2005, while serving in Afghanistan, Bailey was in a Humvee IED attack. He is a double knee amputee, and after recovery at Walter Reed Hospital, he returned home to Grass Valley.
I met him at a treatment center for PTSD and alcoholism at Martinez. He had cleaned up, and now it was time to restart his life.
I spent about 2 weeks after me and Mike met. I wanted to go over in my head, is this really something that I want to do?
He's a little bit introverted, but he has tremendous potential. And so he's brand new in our program, and he'll be with us for the next 4 years.
I got a clean slate right now, and I want to better myself, and I want to help other people too. Real big thing with the Sentinels, they're there to help. It's incredible.
At the end of the day, I mean, they're like family. I mean, they're there to support you. It's honestly one of the best things like I could have ever asked.
These returning veterans are a good investment. I can't think of one group that has done more for this nation than the members of our military. It is our responsibility to support them.
Joining me today is the Chairman and CEO of the Sentinels of Freedom Scholarship Foundation, Mike Conklin. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you, Lisa. Always a pleasure to be here at Channel 2.
Oh, I thank you. Hey, we need an update because we did this. It gives a pretty good idea of what Sentinels of Freedom is about. But why don't you tell us about, let me see, Corporal Kyle Carpenter.
Corporal Kyle Carpenter, United States Marine Corps, recent Medal of Honor recipient, is one of our Sentinel scholars out in South Carolina. Wonderful young man, short in stature. In fact, when his parents learned that he was going to join the Marines, they told him he was too small. Excellent Marine and jumped on a hand grenade to save a buddy. Wow. He's now in college, doing very well. Of course, he's physically pretty beat up, but he's not a quitter. And he's going to be out visiting us in California in March of next year.
How did he hear about you, or did you hear about him?
We met him at Walter Reed, interviewed him. This is part of our process as we go there. And the hospital cadre will identify individuals that they think are appropriate for our program, and then we meet them and talk to them face to face, develop a relationship, try and understand what they want to do in their life, what their goals are, and then we start to connect the dots.
Is this a lifelong relationship?
You know, it probably will be. We've only been really doing this for about 13 years. So at this point, we still have our graduates from our program call us and talk to us about things. And of course, the mentor team becomes family, friends for life. wherever they are in the United States. And so we have about 60 graduates now, and I think 65 in the program. We're hoping to add another 40 this year.
And what about SFSU Vets Corner?
Well,
That's
that was,
a new
yeah, that's a
program.
wonderful project. They came to the students, veteran students came to me and said, we've got some space that the college has given us, but we don't have any money to put anything in the space, so we can have our own Veterans Resource Center.
Right.
And PG&E came along and really helped us with that. And now it's evolved into, we're going to be building one at Alameda Community College, and now Contra Costa would like us to build 3.
Is it a website?
No, it's actually a physical, a couple of rooms on campus where they have a lounge, they have a study area, and the veterans get together and network and talk about projects in the community they want to do. It's really designed just for them, and it's also kind of a sanctuary for them.
And that's really, it's for, can anybody use it, but it's built for
Veterans and veterans dependents.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
So, do you have to be enrolled at SFS?
Yes. You
Okay.
have to be in the college that it's at.
All right, so final thing, your annual gala really quickly, because that's in March of 2015.
March of 2008, March 28th, 2015. Kyle Carpenter will be coming out. He's our keynote speaker.
Yeah.
Out in San Ramon, evening dinner, and quite a good group of people who want to support Sentinels of Freedom as we go forward.
Terrific. Thanks so much for
Thank
being
you,
here,
Lisa.
Mike.
I really appreciate it.
To get more information about and to support the great work of Sentinels of Freedom Scholarship Fund, log on to sentinelsoffreedom.org. Coming up, a dentist and an Oakland nonprofit transform the smiles and lives of young Bay Area men. That's next when Bay Area People returns. Stay with us.